The first brand new feature that I actually cared about was skill games. If you've played the demo, you probably already know what they are. They're basically playable challenges that are accessible like just before a match that's offline or in the main menu. There are tons of different categories for the skill games. There's crossing, shooting, free kicks, penalties, pretty much everything, and they're split up into different levels. There's gold, silver, and bronze, and you can't do the silver and gold unless you've done like the previous one, like the bronze or the silver. These are pretty fun, and they're quite they actually give like a purpose to the loading screens. Like before a match you'd have like the arena or whatever, which is kind of cool, but like you can't really do anything challenging. Like you just do whatever you want, but with this there's actually like a purpose to it. The arena was kind of needless, whereas this actually has a purpose, which is why it's a good feature to add. And EA could have made some serious money off this, because I would have paid about a $5 for this to be like a downloadable content, like a DLC, because it is quite good. It's just really, really fun. But my personal favorite is the crossing one, but that's just me. The changes to career mode were pretty good as well. There's a new system of offering players plush casts for other players, which is pretty useful because you can kind of do two things at once. Like you can get rid of players you don't want, and you can also get players you do want. And it also saves money, so you can buy other players if you want to. You can also just do straight player swaps. You can offer £0 plus a player. I actually haven't successfully done that yet, but I'm imagining that if you offered like Messi for Heskey or something, it would probably work. I don't know. They've also sadly made loans a bit more realistic, so whereas in the other FIFAs you could offer a loan deal where you'd get a player for free for a whole season, and then you'd offer to pay about 300 million at the end of it, like, that's just an example. Now there's kind of like a limit to the amount you can offer for a loan deal. Like if you do more than the board would allow you, then they'll just like, there's a little message pops up on screen or whatever. Another feature they added was requesting funds, which is always good if you don't have enough money. So yeah, but I think that only kicks in January, because I've had about 6 career modes that I've made. Every one I've always requested funds, and in the summer, in the first transfer window, and they haven't allowed you to do it. So another feature they added to career mode was international management. I actually haven't gotten far enough in any of my career modes to have been approached by that, but if you get further enough, then yeah, you'll be offered an international job if you want it. You can also change jobs halfway through the season. Like there's a little section where you can look in and look at all the other jobs that are available. In previous FIFAs, you'd only be able to switch management jobs at the end of the season after you'd finished, and then you'd have your offers on the table. Now you can basically switch whenever you like. Also, I forgot to mention there's ability to inquire about a player. So before you make any bids whatsoever, you can just ask them, is this player available? And if he is, then they'll probably give you a price that they sell them for. In FIFA 12, I had about like 3 career modes, and I barely even played. In this one, I've got about 6. And I'm kind of like just switching between them. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing now. Another big thing that they changed up was the EA Sports Football Club. They've introduced something called the Catalogue, where basically you can buy a bunch of stuff with points that you get during the game. You can basically buy celebrations like the Balotelli Hulk thing, the Why Always Me, which I haven't accessed yet. You can also buy boots, classic kits, which was a really good idea. You can even buy a win in seasons mode, online seasons. You can buy a win. You can even buy an extra game if you're trying to avoid relegation or something like that, and you need an extra game, buy an extra game. Doesn't matter. And the good thing about this is that you can't buy everything at once. All the different items are placed into level categories. Like depending on your level, you can buy certain things. Like I'm about level 23, so I can't buy the Why Always Me celebration, which is I think level 80 or something like that. But I can buy everything from level 23 downwards. Yeah, the catalog, really good, really cool stuff in there. Like also a bunch of Ultimate Team stuff as well, just in case you're into that. It's weird how gameplay is one of the last thing I'm talking about, when in fact it's actually probably the most important thing there is. And the biggest change in my opinion that they made to gameplay was offsides. They've completely fixed offsides. It's really realistic now. Basically players, unlike FIFA 12, players won't just stand offside doing literally nothing. They'll actually they'll properly try and get back every time they're offside. If you're running with the ball and the player's offside, they'll immediately cut back, try and do the best he can, but like there are still offsides, but it's a lot more realistic and it's a lot harder to be offside. Definitely the most advertised change to the gameplay would have been first touch, which is a bit mixed. First touch can seem completely random. Like I'll show here a few clips of just like simple passes going to good players and them just cocking it up basically. Like that stuff doesn't happen in real life. I understand that players don't always have a perfect first touch, but when you're passing to Juan Mata from a yard away from a corner kick, he's not going to miscontrol it and then go a million miles away. However, as random as first touch is, it can actually work to your benefit. Like, so I've had occasions where I've threw ball to someone and their first touch has been so bad that it's taken it past the goalie by accident, and then basically they just had an open goal to tap it into. So that's a scenario where it could benefit you, but first touch will take some getting used to. In terms of online seasons, it hasn't actually changed that much. The format is still pretty much the same, getting promoted and stuff. They've added that feature to Ultimate Team as well, but on the whole, I don't really care about Ultimate Team, so I can't really tell you anything else besides that. Going back to the online seasons, you get a trophy every time you get promoted. I haven't been promoted yet. I've only played like 3 online games. Pretty sure when you get promoted, you get a trophy in your cabinet, your virtual cabinet. So yeah, online seasons hasn't really changed that much, but it does look better. So yeah, the Esports Catalog is an amazing feature. Seriously, like a lot of interesting things you can buy on that. Specifically the celebrations. and kits. So yeah, I think Catalogue is one of the best things they've ever added, one of the cleverest things they've ever added. So overall, 9.5 out of 10. Would have been 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the randomness of first touch, the unrealisticness of first touch sometimes with the short passes and somehow they get fucked up. Because this is my first video for a long time, I'd appreciate it if you liked it, shared it, did all that stuff. I want to start doing videos more often now, but I kind of don't have any ideas. So yeah, if you have interesting ideas or something, just put them in the comments. If you want to see my reaction to Chelsea parking their bus to the way to the Champions League victory, then here's the link. It's an unlisted video. If you like music full stop or have ever heard a song in your life, then please click on this link. It's a link to my friend. He sings and stuff, and he's pretty crusty as well, so check him out.